While living in Japan for more than a year, I developed a fascination with Japanese culture and philosophy. During the 1980s and 90s, I worked for various government agencies, both in the military and in law enforcement. It was there that I was first introduced to the martial arts. Initially, it was techniques, a very physical experience, hand-to-hand combat, defensive tactics training, that sort of thing. I studied Hapkido and Judo for a couple of years, but I still felt as though something was missing, as though I was compelled by a higher energy to deepen my study. One day I picked up a book in a local bookstore titled The Essence of Aikido. After reading the first few pages of that book, I knew I had found the missing link. I had found my direction, if you will. I wrote the author of the book, a great Aikido master. In my letter, I told him I wanted to study with him and that I was willing to do whatever it took to accomplish that. A couple of weeks later, I received a letter in the mail. He wrote me back. Over the next 8 years, I was blessed with the good fortune of Master Sosa's teachings and friendship. I became one of his top students and was promoted to the rank of Nidan in the International Aikido Association in 1997. My time with Master Sosa and my study of Aikido had a profound influence on my life. I learned to eliminate ego and selfishness and to cultivate a spirit of compassion and understanding. My study truly became a way of life. I developed a very powerful inner strength and calmness unlike anything I had ever experienced before. My study, my journey on the path to self-mastery has made me a better father, a better son, a better husband, a better man. My journey, which has no end, continues to this day as I work to share with others those gifts, those secrets that were so graciously shared with me.
My name is Sujeen O'Donnell. My story is a little bit different. Actually, my training began when Sensei's training began 20 years ago. As his wife, I was in full support of his desire to learn the martial art. And through his desire and through his dedication and passion for learning this art, he has brought that into our relationship and also how we run our household, how we raise our children, and how we conduct our daily lives. It has transcended into every aspect of our life. But most importantly with Sosa Shihan, Sensei Sosa was his master that touched my life as well. I had many conversations with Mr. Sosa. Outside of the dojo, he had spent time in my house. He has offered, you know, our family the support and the love in order to help spread the art.
My name is Lawrence Marcial. I'm a high school world and European history teacher. I've been studying the martial arts for 28 years, and for the last decade I've been training with Sensei O'Donnell in the art of Aikibujutsu. And I see this as a completion. I don't want to really say completion, but a further understanding of the studies of the Eastern arts, and not just the hard striking and punching, but the more esoteric arts that build mind, body, and spirit.
Mr. Steve O'Donnell here sent me a tape of him using sign cue in police work, how to arrest and control and handcuff. And he always, were good friends as well as teacher and student relationship. But we're good friends. We have a lot in common. But he always communicates, sends me the tapes of what he's doing. I think lets me know what he's doing, has my opinion, my advice, and I appreciate that. So I can help him. And once I take, he did a 30-minute job on just sign cue, on handcuffing techniques. Just one technique. He did a 30-minute piece on it. A wonderful thing. He said, what do you think? I said, that was great. I was impressed. I said, I think I'm going to steal that. Because I teach police officers too sometimes. I like that. I showed it to one of my high-ranking students and I said, I want you to look at this. She saw it and said, my God, that was good. Now I understand some of the police departments use that film. But you can see just one little simple something that he developed into something that's very, very impressive. Extremely impressive. I'm not too impressed by too many people. And I don't mean to sound negative, but I want to be truthful to myself and be honest with myself. And if I say I like something, then you can bet your boots I like it. And if I say, well, we could use a little polishing up, it's kind of rough on the edges, then that's what I mean. Because I have to be honest with you. At this stage of my life, I'm not honest with myself, just trying to impress people. I didn't learn very much. But I really was impressed with that. The last time he's made these four trips to Dallas to study and learn a little something and assigned to it that I thought, and then I said, well, the person is very big. May I use you, Steve? Big hands, you slide
My name is Salif Bansay. I'm from West Africa, Burkina Faso. My experience with martial arts is practically zero till I met Master O'Donnell. I studied with Master O'Donnell because of his compassion and insight and his belief in this journey that I chose to take. I characterize Master O'Donnell's style as very unique to what I expected Aikido to be. I've read a lot about Aikido and the spirituality and the whole concept behind it. And it was right in the alley of what I wanted in my life. My study with Master O'Donnell have really changed me, not totally make me a different person, but changed me to look at things differently. Master O'Donnell's style and personality is what really brought me here. It's my spirit. I had this inside, and something inside me told me that this is the place, this is the person to work with. He's very respectful, very kind, and selfless. The mood and energy in this dojo is incredible. People are very, very compassionate in here. We care about each other, and the love of the art can be seen in the higher ranks, and they are totally selfless and ready to help you and teach you the way. I characterize the other students, actually my companions and warriors on this journey, as the most incredible people that I've ever met. From the young ones to the older ones. They're very kind, they're ready to help you, they're ready to go an extra mile to teach you what they know, even the younger ones. And it's such great pleasure to know that you are in a place where there is where age and height or strength doesn't matter. What matters is learning from each other. Just to see you progress, to see you move forward in what you do is what brings pleasure to each and every one of us.
Well, listen, Lee, I'm overruled, see, here. I can teach some value for the last one. That was a good test, and I don't know anybody. I've been in Aikido now for 30 years, and I've seen a lot of dedicated students, but I haven't seen one more dedicated than Steve. And I knew this. People don't realize what a great sacrifice he's made. He's been to Dallas 3 times. I've been to Wyoming once. I know that he doesn't make a whole lot of money as a police officer over there. And I know what a great sacrifice he's made financially and time-wise and family-wise and energy-wise. Because he really wants this. He wants it bad. Anybody that wants something that bad, put that effort behind it, they don't make it. They don't succeed. So it's not a matter of just talent. I think we have a little sign in the office there, something that reminds us it's not just talent that makes the artist. It's that stick to it. It's that desire to succeed and put the proper effort behind it. And I see that in Steve. He works very, very hard.
My name is Andre Latson. I study with Odano Shihan because this art and the way he teaches is relative to life. It responds to life. How did Shihan Odano's training impact my life? Aikido is definitely a lifestyle, and when you start to train as a white belt, as a white belt you learn, is this what you want to do? And you get the bumps and the bruises, but it affects your lifestyle because you have to live it. You can't just come here, train, and then walk out the door and go back to your regular life, because this is a lifestyle. It changes the way you think, it even changes the way you dress. It changes how you handle situations. It teaches you how to relax and accept things. Instead of fighting them, learn how to deal with them. The mood and the energy during training is very strong. The mood there's almost no mood. You can create that mood as you train. The dojo I look at it as a place where you could create your own energy, and the energy is low until you come in. You build it up, and with everybody using ki, the energy it gets to a level to where you just want to explode. It's just so much energy. You just don't want to stop.
And when I saw the art and how he applied it and how he truly lived the essence of Aikido, the essence of Bushido, so to speak, I knew that it was something necessary for me to do to fulfill my mission in life. And that's a reason why I train with O'Donnell Sensei at this time as opposed to others. I see it as a fulfillment, as a completion of my journey in the arts. And not to say that I'm anywhere near complete. We are on this road and this journey together, but I'm definitely a different, better, not just martial artist, but I hope a well-rounded individual because of training with Shihan O'Donnell. The most important part of his teaching is it's sincere. They're not only just physical or technical lessons that you can get off of YouTube, but like I said before, the esoteric, the philosophical, the moral lessons that are given in the Ki Institute for us to master ourselves are indispensable, and that's why I am here again. Well, it's really important. As we study the arts in here, it allows us to keep outside. This is a very internal art. For us to master ourselves, anyone to master him or herself, one has to look inside. So we have to keep the outside out there. And that's one of the major differences from this school than from other schools. It's not about competition, it's not about ego, it's about conquering the ego. So this has helped me hopefully be a better father, be a better husband, be a better teacher, and just be a better human being, which is the goal of Bushido. You could say it's dynamically electric. There's not much static, there's a lot of movement. You hear the breathing, you hear the ki, you hear the slap. There's a very positive, warm energy in here as we try and get the negative energy out of ourselves. And we all build on that positive energy. We sort of resonate it with each other. Same as the school. This would just be a building with blue mats in it if it weren't for the students. The dojo is made up of the students, and they embody all that we have talked here, even from the people who have just been training for several weeks to those of us who have been training for decades, is the positive energy that they all bring. They all contribute something when they enter in here, because they open themselves up. You leave the ego outside, you open yourself up, and you're free to be the beautiful creature that you're meant to be.
So there's a difference between studying properly and just coming into the dojo to try to throw somebody. There's quite a difference. My biggest concern is every time I teach a class, is slowing people down. We go like a bat out of hell all day long, back-to-back appointments, meetings, business deals, driving from one end of the city to the other. When we come to the dojo, all wired up still. And this is for you. You're doing this for you. When you study something like that, you're doing it for yourself so you can develop yourself, so you can polish yourself through polishing the art. You polish the art, you polish your character, your attitude. And that's what we're really trying to get to. We're not concerned about who's the baddest. There's always somebody badder, and goofier, and stronger, and faster, and crazier. We know that. So be the best that you can be. That's our task that I think the Creator wants us to be the best that we can possibly be. Not the best that there is, because there is no such animal. Anybody knows that. So always try to slow it down. See what you learn. Make sure that you bring your center down. And from here, step through. If it's static, you step through. If it's not a static throw, there's no need to step through. Basically, that's it. It's riding like a wave. So again, make sure that when you come here, it's here. Run, simple, run. That's right.
My name is Tim Gold. I've lived in Port Jervis about 12 years. I characterize the style of instruction as quite exceptional. I see the dynamics of silence in activity through his extraordinary demonstrations of the arts. I find them mesmerizing. I find myself meeting conflicts differently. It's not a resistance attitude, it's more of an acceptance attitude. I definitely see that and experience that and feel it. I'm very, very pleased. Dojo is marvelous. It's exceptionally calm, very dynamically focused, almost like an aura of silence that like a womb, like a cocoon, and it's a very remarkable experience. I see a true master, and I also see the dedication, the phenomenal dedication to his own master, and I've noticed that in his demonstrations a phenomenal level of expertise and execution that is beyond the normal level, and it's world difference. It's a head and shoulders difference from other systems.
What do you think training with you?
Very enjoyable. They're all very helpful, especially his black belts. They're very patient, they're very informative, and they're exceptionally helpful. And I think this flows as an outpouring from his own style, and he's exceptionally devoted to the students to seeing you develop. And I'm extremely pleased, really ecstatic.
Anybody that fits the description more than Mr. Steve O'Donnell. I'm making history by promoting him quicker than I've ever promoted anybody. But he's also made history by, as far as I'm concerned, by showing those qualities that I look for in a person. For this reason, I'd like to promote Mr. Steve O'Donnell. Would you step over here, please? And it says here that the International Aikido Association wishes to certify that Steve O'Donnell has diligently practiced the principles and the arts of Aikido
and has successfully fulfilled all requirements to assume the responsibilities of the rank of Shodan. Signed by me, February 25th.
My name is Ty McConnell. I've been a student of O'Donnell Sensei for almost 20 years. I began my study of martial arts in 1984, but it wasn't until 1993 when I met O'Donnell Sensei that I became serious about being a true student of martial arts. When I first met O'Donnell Sensei, my first impressions were he was kind of intimidating, but once you understood Sensei, you would see that he was very passionate and highly dedicated to the art he was teaching. And he only wanted students who were equally committed to the study of the arts. At the time I began training under Sensei, he was teaching a very practical style of Aikido. And I knew that I had found what I was looking for in a martial arts and a teacher. I think in the beginning, O'Donnell Sensei was teaching a very hard but effective style. And over the years of natural progression, development, and evolution, his style of techniques and teachings have become more centered on enlightenment and developing a higher level of consciousness through awareness of ourselves and our surroundings, while still maintaining the physical and practical aspects of the art. And I believe that he is teaching and handing down the knowledge that Sosa Shihan entrusted him with. I consider O'Donnell Shihan a great teacher, a great mentor, and a good friend. In today's society, it is hard to find honest people that are true to their word, true to what they believe in, and most do not have the conviction to follow a lifelong path of pure Budo. And I think this is what sets O'Donnell Shihan apart from other instructors. Unlike most cookie-cutter martial arts schools, at the Key Institute of Self-Mastery, the quality of training is more important than the quantity of students.
My name is Irina. I have no experience at all. I started this class in January this year, so I'm very new. I love the feeling that you have after in every class we come here. It's absolute happiness, relaxation, great people, absolutely great teacher. Well, it's a great energy and in class, so I carry it on outside, and it teaches me to be more patient, calm, happy, and I think everybody around me noticed that there's no bad mood, no depression going on.
I've known Sensei O'Donnell for 10 years now, since I started training when I was 10 years old. What I enjoy most about studying with Sensei O'Donnell is I always feel like I leave a better person. I like growing as a person, and I definitely get that studying here. Studying with Sensei O'Donnell has helped to promote peace within myself, which in turn can be spread to others. Mood training here is very disciplined, focused. Everyone's eager to learn. It's a great environment for growth.
My name is Nicola. I come from England. I was brought up in West Africa, and I come to the conclusion that it's more than the star, it was the master that is the most important thing. But it's been a very worthwhile battle. There's been tears on the dojo for me. I'm finally come to a place where I'm extremely happy to be here. It's a wonderful group of people here, and there's lots of love. I love the fellow students. It's such we're such a diverse mixture. I mean, of peoples here, and I love it here. They're my family.
My name is Michael McDougall. I'm 47 years old and trained with Sensei O'Donnell for about 10 years. I was about 37 years old and was down in Manhattan, a couple blocks up from the World Trade Center. I was out on the street having a cup of coffee, and I saw the planes hit, and it made me realize I needed to do more than just, you know, I've always been physically fit and exercise, but I knew I needed something more, you know, to, not just for myself, but to make it home to my family. When I saw those people that didn't make it home, that, you know, I knew I had an obligation to train myself, make myself better, so that every day I left for work, I'd come home at night for my family, for my kids. A lot of my work is in New York City. It's a very stressful job. I deal with a lot of high-stress individuals, and there's a lot of yelling, and if you yell back and clash with people, I found it leads to nothing. You know, it makes the matter worse. And training with Sensei O'Donnell, I've learned more to blend and to get along, and it helps me at work, at home, everywhere. Here, everything's positive, everybody gets along, it's like family. You know, he has adapted the art, and that's why it's called O'Donnell Ryu, because it's him.
He's very passionate. He's very intense. He can be intimidating at times, but you know, you need that. You need to have somebody who is not going to make it false, make it flowery, make it something that it isn't. You want the true sense of training. You need that sharing, you need that interaction, you need to feel, you need to see, you need to actually, you know, have all your senses turned on, your key turned on, and be aware of what's going on, so that way you can actually benefit from the entire class. The mood in the dojo while we're training is electrifying. There's so much energy in here. There's so much sharing and giving and taking, and Just everybody is in a great mood, and it just makes training that much better.